Hi, everybody. This week, your goal for reading or your focus for reading is to really look at how characters' feelings shape the story. So pay attention to how they feel, really pay attention to when their feelings change, um, and you can see how the story takes shape when you pay attention to that. It really makes it more interesting and you understand the story a lot better. So, good readers pay attention to characters' feelings, especially when they change. So, um, you guys should have watched the read aloud of My Rotten Redheaded Older Brother. I'm going to quickly go through and do an example video for you for that story. So, what you're supposed to do for your assignment this week is to make a video explaining to me the main character's feeling for a story that you've read. And you need to use how they felt at the beginning of the story, how they feel in the middle of the story, and how they feel at the end of the story. And then the really important thing is using evidence from the story to support what you're thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and do the quick example, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. So the story I'm doing is My Rotten Redheaded Older Brother by Patricia Polacco. And in this story, Trisha is really jealous of her brother, and she does not like him at all. Obviously, she's calling him her rotten redheaded older brother. So I know she doesn't like him because of the way that she talks to him in the story. There's parts in the story where she says, you know, I can't stand you. She's trying everything she can to be better than him. He's really mean to her. So I can tell they don't really like each other, kind of the way some brothers and sisters are. In the middle of the story, she thinks that she can get him. She thinks that she can be better than him. And she thinks she finally has him, and she tries to stay on this merry-go-round. So in the middle of the story, she's feeling pretty good about herself. And I can tell because she's really excited to say, you know, I knew I could stay on this longer than you. I finally did something better than you did when she was on the merry-go-round at the fair. Then by the end of the story, after he saves her when she gets hurt at getting off of the merry-go-round, she realizes that, you know, maybe having a brother isn't that bad. And their relationship changes, and she starts to like him again. So I can see and I really understand the story better because I'm looking at the character's feelings and paying attention to when those things change. So from the beginning of the story to the end of the story, Trisha's feelings changed a lot. She didn't like her brother at the beginning, and now at the end of the story, they are starting to get along, and you can tell the author leaves you feeling like for the rest of the time they're growing up, they get along for the most part, and they start to like each other. So good readers pay attention to characters' feelings, especially when they change. For this assignment, you do not need to read me your whole book. You actually don't need to read me any of the story unless you're showing me specific parts of the story for your evidence. But you do not need to read me the whole story. Okay? So far, everyone's doing a really great job. Keep up the good work. And I will be posting more things. Keep your eyes out. Okay.